What's up guys, DK Jones here and welcome to the Hungarian Grand Prix weekend preview. A week's gone since the British Grand Prix and we have a double header before the summer break. Into this weekend we're going to have the softest compound of tyres C3, C4 and C5, 306.63 kilometers run over 70 laps, and the last time we were here, Max Verstappen won from 10th on the grid and Hamilton and Russell rounded off the podium. In terms of the weather this weekend, not looking promising in terms of rain, but for sure we're going to see a sunny race on Sunday. Into the Drivers' Championship, and as you can see at the bottom there, big news is that Nick de Vries has been replaced by the then Red Bull reserve driver Daniel Ricciardo. It's not even been the summer break yet and he's been replaced. Other than that, you have Tsunoda on 1 point, Magnussen on 2, Zhou on 4, Bottas on 5, Hülkenberg on 9, Albon on 11, Gasly 16 points and Piastri moving up with 17 points. Into the top half, you have Ocon in 10th behind Lando Norris, who's 2 points behind Lance Stroll. Then you have this checkerboard lineup between the Ferraris and the Mercedes. Then you have Alonso still up in 3rd with Perez in 2nd and Verstappen in 1st position. Into the Constructors' Championship, at the bottom you have AlphaTauri with 1 point, Alfa Romeo with 9, Haas have 11 points, level on points with Williams. Then you have the midfield kind of area with Alpine and McLaren close to each other. Then you have the upper midfield sort of area with Ferrari slightly behind Aston Martin, with Mercedes starting to create a bit of a gap, but with an actual gap is Red Bull at the top of the Constructors' Championship. Hot lap of the Hungarian Grand Prix on the main straight now, with DRS active on the left hand side of the track. Clockwise circuits usually start like that as we go through turn 1 into a second DRS straight, very short straight, as we go into the little twisty section, trying to make sure we go as left as possible to make this next corner flat out. Going slightly uphill now, trying to carry as much speed through this left-hander as we possibly can as we go into a very tricky second sector. Very heavily reliant on downforce and reaction time because the corners come at you very quickly. Headed into this sort of S section, of course trying to carry as much speed through them as possible as we go flat out through this left-hander. Small stab of the brake before we go onto the throttle onto this mini straight into the last sector now. First race here was in 1986. The track distance is a 4.381 kilometers and the track record is a 1:16.627. As we go into the last corner onto the main straight to complete your hot lap of the Hungarian Grand Prix. Qualifying predictions now, and no awards for guessing what I'm going to go for here. I'm going to go for a Max Verstappen pole position with the 2 Mercedes behind him. They went well here last year, so I think they'll go well again. We have Alonso being sandwiched by the 2 Ferraris, Hülkenberg getting to Q3 again, Lando Norris in 8th, Albon getting to Q3 once again as well, with Ocon down in 10th position. Into the race predictions, and last year we actually got quite the entertaining race, so I assume we're gonna get one this year as well. I went for a Verstappen win with Hamilton right behind him in 2nd, well not right behind him, I assume there'd be a gap. Then we have Alonso on the podium, Russell in 4th position, then you have Perez getting draft of the day because of some sort of fight back to 5th or something. Then you have Verstappen in fastest lap, and in the British Grand Prix I got 2 out of possible 6 predictions right, correctly guessing Verstappen to win and Hamilton to finish 3rd. Weekend schedule for the Hungarian Grand Prix on Friday. We're going to have FP1 at 13:30 to 14:30 and FP2 at 17 to 18. On Saturday, we're going to have FP3 at 12:30 to 13:30 and qualifying at 16 to 17. And on Sunday is the race at 15. Now these are track times in Budapest, Hungary, so you're going to have to figure out what times these are where you are. But if you have enjoyed the video, make sure to like, subscribe, and leave your predictions down in the comment section below. And from me, DK Jones, I'll see you next time.